Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through our Star-Spangled story. It is through Notgrass curriculum. This is going to be for my third grader. Now their curriculum can be used anywhere from 1st to 4th grade for this specific curriculum. So I'm going to do a flip through of each book that's included in this curriculum. First off, I'm going to show you these two story textbooks. This is part 1 and part 2. So you're going to be reading this first book through semester 1 and then the second semester for part 2. This curriculum comes with this timeline book, the student workbook, the rhythms and rhymes, and this Our Star-Spangled Story answer key and literature guide. Now you can purchase the literature set for this. It comes with books that you can purchase on the side as a kit or individual. But because we are using Abeka for our language arts, we're going to be using their books for their curriculum. So we are not going to be doing the literature, but they do have it. I'm going to start off by showing you guys this first book here. This is the part 1. Okay, so starting off, we open it up to this beautiful picture from America in 1492. So when you first open up the book, it just explains to you what their curriculum is all about. So for children grades 1 through 4, it is for a 1-year U.S. history course. It features simple lessons with easy to follow instructions, full color photographs and illustrations, and engaging supplemental activities. The full curriculum package includes part 1 and part 2 of the books, the rhythms and rhymes, timeline, the student workbook, and then the answer key. It says that our Star-Spangled Story has a total of 90 lessons for over 1 school year. So 30 units of 3 lessons each. So you have 30 weeks, basically 3 lessons each week. All of the instructions for how to use the material are included in part 1 and part 2. So both of the textbooks. And then it'll come with your teacher key. So it recommends that you have 8 works of literature to read along with the lessons in Our Star-Spangled Story. Each book gives your child a richer perspective on a certain time period. Okay, so again, like I mentioned, we did not pick up those books because we are doing language arts with Abeka, but the books are pretty aligned to the history that they are both working through. So it'll be fine. So however you want to adjust that, that's the joy of homeschool. You kind of do it to how you want it to be done. So here is part 1. Now here you're going to see the table of contents, and this is where it breaks down your units. So here's your first unit with the 3 lessons, and then the second unit with the 3 lessons. And what's really cool about their curriculum is after each unit you're going to have an activity or project that you guys can do together, and I will show you that when we get further into the book so that you can see what I'm talking about. But see here, each book has 15 units with 3 lessons each. So first semester will have 15 units, and then the second semester will have 15 units. And again, this doesn't really, I mean, it has geography in it as far as like where the places in the book takes place, but there's no real mapping and stuff. Now there's a little bit inside of the student workbook, but not a whole lot. So I went ahead and bought something separate for my daughter's geography. And I bought quite a few of supplemental items that I'm going to be using. So I will be showing another video with all of those items. I will have everything spread out for you guys to see what we're going to be using throughout the year. But that'll be in the next few months to come. So this is the history. Okay, so starting here, it's a Dear Student letter. And then you're going to have a Dear Parent letter. And then it explains to you how to use their curriculum. It walks you through everything that you need to know about their curriculum. So if you are planning on getting this book, you're definitely going to want to sit down and kind of read through it ahead of time. So again, this is just showing you the breakdown of what they expect from you to use, like the rhythm and rhymes and the timeline book and their student workbook. And then here are some more just kind of instructions for you. Their literature, how you can use it, how much time will each lesson require, what supplies will my student need. Let's see here, how many activities should my student complete? So you're just going to want to read through that, okay? Here's some encouragement for the journey. And then it's going to start off with Unit 1. So this is going to be week 1, basically, if that's how you plan on using it. So then it's going to show you the 3 lessons that you're going to be working through for the first week. First off here, you're going to see the first people come to America. They're going to talk about the Great Flood, the Tower of Babel, from Babel to America. Did they come by land? People of the Western Hemisphere, Vikings sail west. So this is all going to be for lesson 1. And then this is going to be the end of lesson 1. So here is your lesson activities. So they say you could look at the America in 1492 map on the inside front cover of this book. So that would be this. And then rhythms and rhymes, enjoy Coyote Song on page 1. So what you would do is you would jump to the Rhythms and Rhymes book to page 1. And this is the Coyote Song that you can go ahead and sing with your child. And in the back, it has a CD that you can use. Okay, so they tell you to do that. Student workbook, complete lesson 1. So here's the workbook. They're just going to open up to page 1 and do this lesson. I will walk through with you this book as well. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of how to do the lesson activities. Okay, so the next thing here is the literature. So you would just be reading this book for units 1 through 4. Again, we don't have that, so we won't be doing the reading there. And then they have some review questions that you're going to want to ask your child here. Who are the people from whom everyone in the world is descended? And then you get your little handy dandy answer key here. And here's lesson 1, and here are the 3 questions that you're going to go over with your child. Now you can have them write it out, you can just talk about it, you can discuss it after you talk about it, however you would like to do it. I will probably, for the most part, have my daughter write it, just to kind of get her some extra writing in there, just to have it, you know, to hold on to in all of her schoolwork. Okay, so after the 3 questions, we have a hands-on history idea. They give you a couple little things that you can do as an activity on your own. So pretend that you are moving away from the Tower of Babel. How far will you travel? What will you look for in your new home? And what do you need to take with you? So that would actually be a really good like conversation starter with your daughter or son, just to kind of talk about and see where their mind's at with this. And then they say you could use building blocks to build Noah's Ark or a Viking ship. It says see page 7. So you're going to want to go back to page 7, and then here's a Viking and a little ship that they can look at if that's what they want to build. So you can definitely do those or not, however you would like to do it. I mean, you know, ball's in your court. So that is basically lesson 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and start flipping through the pages for you. I'm going to put music on and you'll be able to listen to it. So enjoy. So here I just wanted to point out this little pottery activity that you could do with them at the end of the unit. Now for each unit at the end, they will have an activity that you can do hands-on with your child, and they give you all of the supplies needed here and your directions. guys. That was super long, and I'm sorry if you didn't want to see it all. I hope you skipped through it. But here is the timeline that they use along with the book, and it'll tell you when you get to the lesson activities to go to the timeline at specific times and for a specific page, and you'll be able to see the timeline here. So it starts all the way at 1000. I'll flip through this one for you guys. It's really pretty. Your rhythms and rhymes. So again, there is a disc in the back here that you can use. Gives you a little introductory here. Table of contents. And then it starts with lesson 1 with the coyote song. So they could sing along to this while listening to the music, or they can dance. Next here is the Star-Spangled My Student Workbook. Now again, this is for 1st through 4th grade. So you will see that you have different options to do on the pages depending on what level your child is at. So like lesson 1, this says draw people from different countries, include people of various ages. So if you have a younger child, they could do the drawings, or write a paragraph about things that are the same and things that are different for people who live in different parts of the world. So for your older children, you can always have them do the paragraph, or you could have them do both. answer key and literature guides. So you're going to find all the answers to the questions that are asked in their part 1 and part 2 textbook. And then I believe in some of the, let's see, I think all of these are the answers for the workbook. And then towards the back, let's see. And then here's your literature guide. So if you do go ahead and do the literature, this is where you would go to get your answers. So that is the teacher key. And that is it, you guys. That is all of the Notgrass Star-Spangled history. I'm really excited to start this. I hope that you guys enjoyed the flip through. I'm sorry it was so long. These books are like a gigantic. Look at how big these books are. So it took a little bit of time. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, the like, and the notification bell, and be blessed always.